Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakwadash, and a double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Do well and salute, man. Much love to you, sincere brothers who push his truth week in and week out, man. Y'all brothers stay strong, man. We almost home, man. And I had to do a quick response, man. Every time I turn on the news, there's a lot of different cities across the world just having all kind of flash floods, man. Germany got hit. The so-called, they are Temanites, the so-called German people. They're supposed to be so wise, but they didn't have an answer to all the floods, though. They couldn't stop all the flooding. They're supposed to be the wisest, some of the wisest men on the planet, but they can't. They arms too short to box against the Most High. That's what that is. You had China's famous iPhone city that flooded. I think that city has the biggest iPhone factory in the world. And that city is like central to the production of iPhones, and many other cities. But yeah, man, that's crazy, man. It's just floods everywhere, man. The Most High is just bringing judgment left and right on this wicked world, man. And these wicked nations, man. And I'm finna play this video. I think this is a news clip. I'm gonna play this. Before I do, I'm gonna hit this. Isaiah 29:6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder, and with earthquake, and with great noise, and with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire. And exactly, this video show images of a lot of flash fires too, and wildfires all over the world, man. It's been a crazy month of weather, man, globally, and that's the Most High visiting y'all, man. He got his angels out here wreaking havoc, man. Killing people by the thousands with floods and tsunamis and wildfires, man, heat waves, And I'm just gonna let this video play and I'm gonna roll in the spirit, man.
Oh my God! It is super hot here, so my partner and I, we set up some shade to help cool off our neighborhood and keep everybody safe. It's already bad enough not having air conditioning, but to have no power at all in this heat is dangerous.
This is not the first fire season. It certainly won't be the last.
You hear reports of this from these people there, and you go, oh, poor people, but when you're with them, experiencing the same thing, gives you a different outlook on life. Gives you a different outlook on compassion.
And if you notice, a lot of cities in Europe is getting hit, man. Let me Second Peter 2 and 4. For Yahweh spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment. Exactly, the Most High did this to his own people, the angels that sinned. That's the Israelite people, and cast them down into hell in our conditions that we in today. The Israelites with the lost tribes, the Negro, the Latin, and Native American. And it says, deliver them into chains of darkness, these wicked bodies, this flesh, to be reserved unto judgment. And spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness. It says, and spared not the old world, and spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. Exactly. So this is sort of reminiscent of what happened in the time of Noah, man, on that great flood, where the Lord made it rain crazy and geysers, and he caused geysers to explode from under the ground, man, and kill billions of people in the time of Noah, man. When Noah was preaching to these knuckleheads to get right, man. And what did they do? They rejected and neglected what Noah was saying, man. Noah was preaching the word of the Most High. So, same thing happening now. The Lord is using that water, not exactly the same thing, but the Lord is using those floods and these different storms to judge you people, man. To judge the hell out y'all ass, man. It says, and spare not the old world, but save Noah, the 8th person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. So these people who die in these floods, they're ungodly people, man. That's why the Most High killing them. And it's mostly heathens getting whacked too, man. You know? And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes and condemn them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after shall live in godly. And a lot of wildfires, like Cali, man. Cali ain't nothing but Sodom and Gomorrah, just like the rest of America. But Cali big with it, man. Pedophilia big out there, you know? And many places in Cali is on fire all throughout the summer. And sometimes throughout the other seasons, man. That's the Most High doing that. You know? And the Lord created that example, so we know why the Lord is burning things and flooding things. He's showing you, man. He's showing you. And as bad as it's looking on the news right now with all these countries keep getting hit with flash floods, hey, the Most High is not going to destroy the whole earth again with floods. This second judgment that's going to come, this great judgment, is going to be fire, but not just any old fire. Nuclear fire. Regular fire is bad enough, but it's going to be nuclear fire, man. The Lord knows how hot nuclear fire is. I think it says over 1 million degrees or something like that. You know? And let me get Genesis 9 real quick. Genesis 9th chapter. Yeah. Lord casting out judgment.
Hubschrauber, deshalb ist ja auch so schön ruhig, die permanent bis der letzte gerettet wird. Bis zum letzten Kontaktflug haben. Das ist unvorstellbar. It's going to the ground. It's going to the ground. Oh my God, tornado.
By the way, these firefighters and police officers, they're not heroes, man. You're not a hero for saving a wicked person from judgment, man. You're not a hero. And really, you didn't even save them. The Most High allowed them to escape, you know. He reserving them for a different judgment if they're not the elect. If they line don't go back to Israel, the Israelite people, and if they're not the elect of the Israelite people. This is Genesis 9 and Genesis 9 and 9. This is the covenant that the Most High made with Noah. 9 and 8. It says, and Yahweh spake unto Noah and to his sons and with him, saying, and I, behold, I establish my covenant with you and with your seed after you. Because at this time, the Most High destroyed basically all of mankind except 8 people. Noah, his wife, and his 3 sons and 8 wives, man. 8 people. And it says, that's how pissed off the Most High was, man. And he's even more pissed off in these times because his wickedness is far greater than what it was back then, man. Most High gave people a chance. He keep giving our people a chance, and they keep fucking up, man. And by the way, the Most High only care about one nation of people, the Israelite people, the so-called Negro, the Latin, Native American, man. Those are the lost tribes of Israel. So continue on. It's what Noah, the token, the Most High gave to Noah, man. It says, and Yahweh spake unto Noah and to his sons with him, saying, and behold, I establish my covenant with you and with your seed after you and with every living creature that is with you, of the fowls, of the cattle, and of every beast of the earth, with you from all that go out of the ark to every beast of the earth. So basically, this is a covenant between the Most High and mankind. Because it said he spake this to Noah and to his sons. And mankind came through Noah and his sons, Ham, Shem, and Japheth, man. And he says, and I will establish my covenant with you. Neither shall all flesh be cut off anymore by the waters of a flood. Neither shall there any more be flood to destroy the earth. And Yahweh said, this is the token of the covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for perpetual generations. I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. Exactly, that's that rainbow, man. But this show you how vile the earth is today. They took that rainbow, and I'm not just talking about, well, particularly America, man. They took that rainbow and desecrated it, man, and used it as the symbol for faggots, dykes, trannies, pedophiles, basically a bunch of abomination, man, a bunch of filth. They used that as their flag, man, as their pride flag. You know, that's how mankind, the level they at right now, straight playing with the Most High, man. But that rainbow is supposed to be a token, and it is a token between mankind and the Most High, that He's not going to destroy the world with water anymore. So, verse 14. Verse 13. And I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. And it shall come to pass when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the bow shall be seen in the cloud. And the rainbow is a beautiful sight, man. It's beautiful. So whenever you see that rainbow, you're supposed to think upon the Most High and praise the Most High that He had mercy, basically. That He had some mercy, and that He brought judgment upon the wicked. You should praise the Most High for that. And I'll tell you on. And I will remember my covenant which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh, and the water shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh. And the bow shall be in a cloud, and I will look upon it, that I may remember the everlasting covenant between Yahweh and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth. And Yahweh said unto Noah, this is the token of the covenant which I have established between me and you and all flesh that is upon the earth. Exactly, man. So the Lord let us know, man. And He used that as a token, as a sign that He's not going to destroy the earth anymore with floods, man. But He got something else for that ass. He got something else for that ass. And where we at? Let me get this Psalms 36 real quick. He got something else even worse for you. I'm talking about for the wicked, man. Psalms 36 and 1. The transgression of the wicked said within my heart, that there is no fear of Yahweh before His eyes. Exactly. So there's no fear of the wicked that's ruling this earth right now. The so-called white man, there's no fear of Yahweh before His eyes. And all the people who follow the so-called white man, there's no fear of Yahweh before their eyes, man. They're the enemy. The enemies of the Most High, man. That's why they'll take the rainbow and just defile it like that, man. And spit on it and shit on it. You know? There's no fear. And that's why the Most High got that awesome judgment coming, man. And let me see. Hey, when you read the history on that flood, it flooded for 150 days. That flood was on earth for 150 days. Yeah, it rained 40 days and 40 nights, but the flood was on earth for 150 days, bro. You know? 150. And get this Isaiah real quick.
Back out. The fire was too close. I knew my house was going to go. Lost my whole life, everything I've ever had. Spend a lifetime building like a family home, and it's heart-wrenching to have it just go up and smoke like that.
पूरा नीचे पूरा खड्डा गिर गया, पत्थर वित्थर सब आयल है, पूरा मट्टी
I say all praise to y'all about y'all shot for bringing that judgment on y'all ass, man. This is Isaiah 66:15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. So that's how he coming this time, man. That second death with fire, and that's those thermonuclear missiles by way of World War III. Which many of these nations you see in this video suffering, they're gonna shoot off nuclear missiles, man, on America and on other nations, mainly on America. Most of the nukes that's gonna get fired off in World War III are gonna hit America, man. That's that second death, man. The second great judgment. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and when Yahushua himself come back, he coming back with chariots, man, and with fire. Chariots that look like fire, and chariots that shoot fire and beam down fire on people. You know, and he's going to be destroying the different militaries of these different nations, and he's going to subdue the nations, man. Him and his angels and his elect. It says, for behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his angels, slacking with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. Exactly, by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh. You know, because he already pleaded with y'all through his men, his prophets, man. Men like such as myself and other brothers globally who do his will and go out there on the streets and preach this truth. He pleaded with y'all. Now he gonna use fire on your ass. That's how he gonna plead when he come back. Because he said enough through us. You know? Now it's time for the judgment. But hey, Lord, when you edified, all praise to y'all, Bashin Shah. By Shema Kakwadash. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Kwame Shalom. Abba.